Today, we are talking about one of the most mysterious countries in the world, North Korea. Some people call it an evil land, others call it a socialist paradise. So what is it really? A nightmare? A utopia? Or something in between? Let's figure it out slowly and in simple words. North Korea is a small country in East Asia. It is ruled by one family for more than 70 years. First, it was Kim Il-sung, then his son Kim Jong-il, and now his grandson Kim Jong-un. This system is called a dictatorship, which means one person and his close circle control everything. Imagine a school where one student decides the rules, the schedule, who can speak and who gets punished, and nobody can argue. That's how a dictatorship works. North Korea officially calls itself a socialist state, but what is socialism? In theory, socialism means that everything belongs to everyone. Factories, land, money, all of it is owned by the state, which represents the people. The idea is simple: no rich, no poor, everyone is equal. Imagine a family where all money goes into one box and then parents distribute it fairly so everyone has food and clothes. That sounds nice in theory. But in real life, North Korea works very differently. In North Korea, the state controls almost everything: where you live, where you work, what you study, what you watch, what you say, and even what you think. There is no free internet, no independent media, and no free elections. The government decides what is true and what is a lie. Imagine living in a world where only one TV channel exists, and it tells you every day that your country is perfect and the rest of the world is evil. You can't check if it's true. That's everyday life in North Korea. People there are taught from childhood that their leader is almost a god. His portraits are everywhere. His decisions are never questioned. If something bad happens, it's never his fault. It's always enemies, traitors, or foreign powers. This is called propaganda. Propaganda is when information is used not to explain reality, but to control how people think. It's like when someone lies to you every day until you stop questioning it. Now let's talk about daily life. Most North Koreans are poor, very poor. Many don't have enough food. Electricity can disappear for hours or even days. Cars are rare. Traveling inside the country is restricted. Leaving the country without permission is a crime. Imagine living in a city where you can't just decide to move, travel, or change your job. Everything must be approved. That's not freedom. So why do some people call North Korea a paradise? Because the government says so. According to official stories, everyone is happy, equal, safe, and protected from the evil outside world. Crime is low, homelessness is rare, and people are disciplined. And yes, some things are true. There is order, there is control, and when everything is controlled, chaos is low. But the price of this order is freedom. Think of it like a cage. Inside the cage, everything is organized. Food comes when allowed, sleep comes when allowed, work comes when allowed. But you can't leave the cage. Is that safety or is that a prison? Another important part is fear. In North Korea, punishment doesn't always stop with one person. If someone criticizes the government, not only he can be punished, but also his family, parents, children, even grandparents. This makes people silent. When silence becomes normal, resistance disappears. And then there's the military. North Korea spends a huge part of its resources on weapons, especially nuclear weapons. Why? Because the government believes that without weapons it will be destroyed. From their point of view, the world is hostile, and strength is the only protection. Imagine a scared person who always carries a knife because he thinks everyone wants to attack him. Fear creates aggression. So, is North Korea evil? Countries are not evil. Systems can be cruel. Leaders can be dangerous. People there are not villains. They are victims of isolation, control, and lies. Most North Koreans don't hate the world. They barely know it. Is it a socialist paradise? No, because real paradise cannot exist without choice. Without freedom, equality becomes fake. When everyone is equally poor and silent, that's not justice, that's control. North Korea is not a movie, it's not a meme. It's a real place with real people living real lives inside a very closed system. Understanding this country is not about laughing at it or demonizing it, but about seeing how power, fear, and isolation can shape an entire society. Peace to you and to your world. See you next time.